Welcome back to Perfumed Vegas. I'm Holly Golightly, and today's video we are doing a quasi unboxing. What was that? What was this? Quasi unboxing and first impressions of a new niche fragrance that I recently added to my collection. So if you're interested in finding out more about the fragrance that I'm sure is in the title, just stay tuned. So, okay, I'm going to start, and I'm going to start by saying that I may express some opinions in this video that some people may not like. I'm going to be slightly critical of the buying culture here on YouTube. If you feel like you may be offended, I would recommend you just skip this video. I will talk about this perfume again in my monthly haul video, so you can just watch that if you want to know more about the perfume. So anyway, now that I've put that out there, I'm going to start. I wanted to get a new niche fragrance, and I decided to take a look on Lucky Scent, as well as look at some different niche brands that are being super hyped right now. There are some niche brands that are hyped for, I think, a good reason, and I am interested in trying some of those. I want to try the CALAJ Perfumes. I do want to try the Unisex Perfumes. Those are on Lucky Scent now, by the way. So if you're in the US and you want to get a hold of them, you can order from Lucky Scent. I think you can even get a discovery set. So, but let me be real with you. You guys, they're promoting themselves like they're designer, and everyone's buying them like they're designer. And you've got them sending out free fragrances to fragrance influencers, and then those influencers are promoting them, and it's like, that's distasteful to me. I'm sorry. If my elitist snob side is coming out right now, I don't like it. I'm not going to buy BDK. I'm not going to buy Mango Skin. I'm probably not going to buy anything from a lot of niche brands that maybe I might have been interested in, that maybe I might have checked out, because let me tell you right now, there are people who I think have bad taste when it comes to perfume promoting these fragrances. If that's elitist, if that's a snob, if I'm being like too rude or, whatever for you, I'm sorry. What am I supposed to do? I'm not going to lie and say that I don't want to try them because it doesn't make sense why would I want to try them because they don't smell good? I bet they smell freaking fantastic, but I wouldn't be caught dead wearing the same perfume as some of these people, okay? That's the bottom line. So now if you hate me, you can unsubscribe, click out, whatever, I don't care. Let's get on to the perfume that I did buy. So what happened was, I went on to Lucky Scent. I started with my wish list, and as I was clicking through my wish list, I was looking at what Lucky Scent was suggesting for me based on my wish list. And I looked at each scent, and then I kind of would go into a rabbit hole of scents until I finally found something that really fit the bill of what I was looking for. I was so excited to get this perfume because it is like just what I wanted right now. So I ordered from Lucky Scent. Here's the box. My camera is falling over. Oh God. She calls herself a YouTuber and criticizes other people. Meanwhile, her camera falls over. Cool. Okay. So yeah, ordered it from Lucky Scent in case you needed further proof. And I'll get into the samples. They did send some samples, of course. And I'll get into those. I might do another sampling at Lucky Scent samples when I get enough. But yeah, I asked them for just some samples of some newer release type of fragrances. So there's some interesting things I've never heard of in there. Anyway, so here is the box. There you go. So this is the shipping box. It had a sticker. Everything was sealed. I opened it already. That's why this is like a faux first impressions. But anyway, inside the box, it looks like this. So the fragrance that I picked up is from CALAJ Perfumes. They're a new perfume, niche perfume brand out of Romania, and they do limited edition blends. It looks like so far all of their limited edition releases have been in sets of 100. There's this like hay inside the box. And it comes wrapped in a little burlap bag with this really cool wood burnout sort of label instead of a traditional box. And the scent is called OSHUN. The OSHUN is part of CALAJ Perfumes initial set of releases. I think they did 5 in the initial collection. They're done by Miguel Matos, who I was excited to see because when I looked it up, I saw that he had done my favorite fragrance from Nishane, which is Umatumum, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So anyway, so it comes in this cool little burlap sack, and then inside is Le Parfum. So it is an extrait de parfum, 50 ml, limited edition, and it smells amazing. I'm going to read to you what is written on the CALAJ Perfumes website. Says revered for her sensuality, beauty, love, and fertility, Oshun, the love goddess of the Yoruba people, was known to be generous and kind goddess with a touch of hidden tempestuous temper which rarely comes to the surface. Oshun was depicted as a young and beautiful and charming woman with a deep love for gold, jewelry, and fabulous clothes. She was the goddess of beauty. This perfume is a tribute to this goddess that is found in every woman. A dualistic perfume, one part sensual, tender, sexy, and another part strong and determined. Be careful which part you want to activate. The top notes are lemon, cinnamon, black pepper, pine, black currant. And the middle notes are rose, jasmine, magnolia, and clove. The base notes are amber, castoreum, Peru balsam, tonka bean, and tobacco. So to give you a little bit more background, Oshun is actually a river goddess. She is actually the goddess who in the Yoruba diaspora is believed to be the goddess of all water, so all fresh water, and through the fluidity of water also flows the well of emotions, and including love, fertility, blessings, good fortune, all sorts of basically all of these good positive energies. However, when the creation of the world was occurring, there was a decision made between the male gods of the Yoruba people that they didn't need Oshun, that she was weak, that she was a woman, they don't need her, etc., etc. And so Oshun goes, and she goes and sits on the moon, is how the story goes. And she's sitting there in all of her glory. Meanwhile, on Earth, they can't get anything done because the lakes are drying up, the rivers are drying up, the water is going away. And so finally they go to the main god, the god of gods, and they ask him, why can't they do this? And he says, I don't know, you should be able to be creating these things fine. And then he looks and he's like, but there's only 4 of you, I sent 5, where's Oshun? And they said, well, we didn't need her. And he said, well, now you know why you can't get things done. So Oshun is very blessed to the Yoruba people of West Africa, Nigeria, and the goddess herself and the religious concepts that were attached to the Yoruba diaspora came over to the New World in the slave trade, the West African slave trade. And so Oshun is now also recognized in in Haitian voodoo, in different West African voodoo styles of religion here in the South and North Americas. So like Louisiana voodoo, Haitian voodoo, Santeria, and just things like that. She's an extremely important goddess, but she's also an extremely venerable goddess. She's very powerful, and as a female goddess, she represents fertility, like I said before, fertility, love, luck, beauty, just a whole bunch of positive traits. But she also has that stubborn streak, and it's saying essentially that without a woman, a man can't get anything done. I've seen a lot of compliments from people about the treatment of this fragrance, the way it's been made to depict the idea of this goddess as someone beautiful, feminine, fertile, with power in her own femininity, instead of being like a stereotypical African woman trope where it's like you have the powerful black woman and like that's it. It's not like that. It's beautiful, it's soft, it's sensuous, but it's also powerful in the exact same qualities. Like the femininity of it is what makes the power as well. So now that I've like blabbered on about something probably nobody really cares about, I'm gonna spray the perfume. I've tried it on myself already because I wanted to be able to give you some thoughts on the dry down, but this fragrance is so gorgeous. It's so worth, oh my God. Oh my God. I wouldn't call it crowd pleasing, because you really have to like an animalic type of amber scent to like this. The beginning of the fragrance, you've got this beautiful, bright floral. It's crisp, it's sweet, it's like bursting with like just flavorful scent. It smells like you bit into a lemon while you're sitting in a flower garden. It's just gorgeous. But there is a slightly fecal hint to the fragrance that comes out more and more as it begins to dry down. Now, it's not off-putting, and no one except for you would notice if you even picked up on it. But when this dries down to the first part of the dry down, once you get through the top notes, which are bright and fresh, you go into the middle notes, which are rich, floral, and sensual. The dry down is deep, animalic, amber, castoreum, and there's something slightly fecal. But it's like the base is just the representation of the idea of the feminine power being unmoving, not being willing. Like, we can go through childbirth, we can go through the most intense pain in the world to bring forth life. And that's in this base, is that just deep, grounded life scent that I don't think you could have a feminine fertility goddess type of fragrance without addressing that in a composition. And it never leaves you feeling like you're put off, or it doesn't ever feel distasteful. It's just like, my mouth is watering. It's rich, it's sexy, it's delicious. Like, I probably wouldn't drench myself in this, but if I were gonna meet a man, I would definitely spray this in a few key points, because this is like, come hither, goddess, for real. It is a unisex fragrance, though. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing about this that says a man could not wear it. It's not too floral. It's not too feminine. It's just rich, sexy, fucking fat. It's just rich. It's sexy. It's got these hidden depths. I'm literally like, I can't even put into words. Once you get into the like beginning of the dry down, that rich amber, the like animalic type of amber starts to come up, and it smells very similar, not too similar, but slightly like my Maison Francis Kurkdjian Absolu pour le Soir. It has a slight reminiscence of that, but it's not the same. It's not the same at all. It's completely unique to itself. Once you get past the the beginning of the dry down and you get into the deep dry down, actually some of those florals come back up. And I think that's the Peru Balsam bringing back some of the freshness to the composition. All in all, this fragrance is priced so generously for how well this is made. I think it's 173 euros and it's like 150 on the Lucky Scent website. This isn't sold out on CALAJ Perfumes website, but it is still available on Lucky Scent at the time of this video. So I'll link it down below if you want to test it for yourself. I think you can still get samples as well. And then I'm really excited to see what else CALAJ Perfumes comes out with. But this is absolutely gorgeous and was right exactly what I was looking for when I was looking for a new niche perfume that was unique enough to my collection that I would feel comfortable adding it, but that was also not something that I'd heard so many people talk about. So Oshun from CALAJ Perfumes by Miguel Matos. I don't think I'm saying his name right, but my mouth won't form the words. So Oshun by Miguel Matos for CALAJ Perfumes. This is definitely a winner in my book, and I highly suggest you go check it out. Thank you so much for coming. I apologize. I do apologize if you were offended or if you felt like that you were being attacked by my beginning statements. It's just that I get really frustrated when I see people not exploring, even within a brand, everyone buying the same thing from a brand and not exploring a brand. And that's just a personal thing, and it is not a reflection on what anybody else likes or what anyone else needs to do. So I hope that you will forgive me if you were, not thrilled with that part. And I hope to see you again very soon. Give this video a thumbs up if you like hearing about something niche. If you like a first impressions type of video, and also make sure that you subscribe if you want more content, and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload. I will have a new video coming up that's more of a personal type of video, and so please look forward to that. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate you, and I hope to see you again on the next one. Bye.